Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Season 36, War number 10. Only 3 wars remain in this season. Today we're taking on Asgard, a very well-known alliance. My team is going to be APOC, Omega Sentinel, and Hulkling. Let's jump right in. Alright, first up we have a Valkyrie on Node 4. This is my first time fighting Valkyrie in war, so I took a gander at her abilities. A couple things jumped out at me. Number one, she has a high chance to shrug off debuffs, which I don't have to worry about with APOC here. And secondly, if she has at least one bulwark effect, buff or passive, then she becomes stun immune. This Valkyrie is max sig, of course. So I'm just trying to be careful not to bring her above 10 hits, and then if she goes above 10, she gets the pierce. And if she drops herself back down below 10 with her inverted combo, that's where she gets the bulwark from. So as long as I kind of manage that effectively, and she's already inverted her combo herself, so she's going to be reducing her combo rather than going above 10. So I actually don't activate a single pierce or a bulwark effect in this fight, which makes it really easy. You can also see she's running suicides. I think everybody on my path this war, except for maybe one, was running suicide. So this ends up being a very easy fight, of course. Down she goes. Took a combo there, which is fine. Just, heal it up. All right, next up we have a Void on node 13. This is Masochism over time, another node that APOC will counter just by being there. So really, just a standard Void fight, just, combo count. Make sure that you remove the debuffs with every 10th hit. I don't play this fight particularly well. I think I miss a parry on one of his mediums here, and that resets my combo right there. At the worst time, I'm sitting at combo 9, and I take a hit, and now I kind of have to start over here. So toss the special one, getting those debuffs applied, getting him heal blocked. We don't really have to worry about the heal block too much here because Masochism is countered. It's just willpower, of course. And then we're just trying to extend our combo up here. Now we're in a good spot. We've got our 20th hit that just removed a fresh debuff, so we are in a good spot here. Keeping my debuffs refreshed with the heavy attack, of course. Not gonna try and get fancy and punish that special one. I would do that normally in questing or literally any other content with this, but I don't want to risk getting parried if I'm like a frame or two late on that punish. So, all right, we're at 35. He's about to place another debuff. I probably should have done a full 5-hit combo there instead, but the fight is basically over at this point. So I'm just going to bait out this special 2. Always prefer to bait out special 2s with Void if I can. It's much easier to dex and punish. And then one more special cleans him up. Sorry, Void. Had to happen. Moving on. Alright. Next up, we have a mini-boss. This is a Hood on node 22 with Power Snack. So since Omega Sentinel is immune to Nullify, she will counter Power Snack. This is basically a very simple fight once you get around that. This guy also running Suicide, so you saw that I activated the heal block debuff at the start of the fight. So we've heal blocked him immediately, and he's taking full damage from both the bleed and the poison, which is whittling his health down quite a bit. You can see he's taken 4,000 damage per second in poison and bleed damage at the start of the fight there. So at this point, just trying to not push him to a special 2, which is easy. He's being very cooperative. Worried about backup recovery for a brief second there, but I caught it just in time. And then I think the special 2 applies enough incinerates that it basically finishes him off here. So about a 2,000 damage per second from there. One more combo. Oh, one more hit after that one more combo is what I meant to say, obviously. Okay, next up we have a Guardian on node 24. Going to put on an indestructible boost because I am almost guaranteed to take at least one special one to the face here. Hulkling, of course, counters EMP mod and Burden of Might. So in this fight, I'm not going to use any specials at all other than the special 3. And the reason for that is that when you knock him down, the conduit damage reduction is about 10 seconds long, right? And Hulkling's Fury buffs from the special 2 are 10 seconds long by default. You can increase that duration with your sig level, rather. Max sig, it's like an extra 3 seconds flat. So even at max sig, if you knock him down with your special 2, you have about 3 seconds of effective Fury duration. There we go. I just took that special one. I knew it was going to happen, and I planned for it, so block that one. And I think I do try some more dexes later on here. So again, we're just going to rely on our base damage and the pierce buffs to ramp up our block damage. Every time we're immune to a charge, or immune to an effect, that being the shock, you can see we're getting a ton of shapeshift charges here. So I am a little bit concerned here that I don't want to accidentally get unblockable and push him to the special 2, because that is a big no-no. for me anyways with Guardian. So this special 3 doesn't end up killing him, but the poison from his Suicide Masteries ends up killing him, I think, like in the middle of the special 1 that he throws immediately following this one. So I was hoping that would kill him outright. It doesn't, but he drops down in the middle of the fight. Pretty fun fight with Hulkling for sure. All right, next up we have a Sentinel on node 30. Not really sure about this placement at all. In fact, it kind of seemed like Asgard, they weren't really trying too hard in this war. I don't think. Some of the placements, just seemed like they kind of threw guys out there. But all right, so in this fight, we are going to do a standard Hulkling rotation here. We're trying not to back up too many times to trigger regen, but I'm aware kind of in the back of my mind as I'm playing this fight that the special 2 damage is going to be so wild, it's going to, out damage whatever kind of regen I get him. So there we go. Big special 2. I'm not sure why I didn't activate the special 2 as soon as I went unblockable. It might have been an input drop or something. Who knows? So there we go. Got a couple seconds of good Fury duration up. Toss my special 1, hoping that it finishes him off, but I get no crits. Of course, Sentinel gets crit resistance depending on each analysis charge that he gets, so I think I attempt a second special 1 here to finish him off again. Oh no, I let myself build up to the special 2, and that does it for sure. But either way, pretty easy fight. Moving on, we have a Cable on node 40. You're going to go in with Omega Sentinel, applying the heal block again. This person is running Suicide, so we're going to be doing a ton of damage just by heal blocking him at the start of the fight. Don't have to worry about any other regen, of course, because Omega Sentinel is immune to buffet. And I think there's really nothing happened with this fight. I mentioned earlier, they're just kind of throwing people out there. So I do try and punish these special 1s. I probably shouldn't do that because there are times when it feels like he recovers too quickly from those and will parry. But neither of those times it ended up catching me, and I don't think it catches me on the 3rd time either. So very easy fight. Down he goes. All right, last fight for the war is going to be a Dr. Doom on node 51. This is a fight that I took, was it last war or the previous war? So I do have, just another small boost, activate a health boost. Again, Suicides, probably boosting it more than is necessary here, but, I'm assuming that he is basically going to kill himself in this fight. So the goal here, same thing as it was in the previous time I took this fight. We want to get the concussion up as quickly as possible. I think I take a heavy here at some point. There it is. I let him get too close to me, but that's fine. All right, so we apply the special 2 concussion, and from this point on, I don't think he gets his aura back. I'm just going to block the majority of this special 2 because I don't want to take any chances with the incinerates. The incinerates are going to be powerful enough that I don't think my immunity would trigger before I would die. So a couple heavies in the corner. He is heal blocked big time in this fight, and it's pretty much over at this point. I think we activate the poison here just for a little bit of extra damage. Push him over the special 1, and I think one more special 1 does the trick. Or maybe he just dies from the bleeds, and he just dies from all the dot. There we go. Alright, so not a bad war for me personally. We did end up getting the W. 7 kills, 0 deaths for me, and our record improves to 6-1 for this season. That's going to do it for this one. 2 wars left this season, so hopefully we can maintain our current status in Platinum 3. That would be great. If you guys enjoyed this, please remember to hit like, hit sub, all that fun stuff. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.